So in this video, we're going to talk more about slope. So remember, we've been saying that slope is rise over run. And there actually is a formula to find the slope. So when we say rise over run, what we are really meaning is the change in y's over the change in x's. And there's a formula to calculate slope from if you have 2 points. And we're going to talk about that in a later video. But in these videos, we're going to talk about how do I figure out the slope from a graph. So I have some examples, as you can see, already in my problem here. So here's one of them. And the way that we want to figure out the slope is, if you notice, there's 2 points. So this graph has these 2 red points identified for them. And so you always want to start at the left point. So starting at the left point. So no matter whether that point is higher, lower, doesn't matter. We always want to start at the left point. So we're going to start at the left point, and we're going to think about trying to walk to the right point. So we want to walk to the right point. And the way we're going to think about walking is, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask ourselves, do I need to go up or down? Okay, so up or down. If we have to go up, we're talking about positive slope. And if we have to go down, we're talking about negative slope. And then we're going to walk to the right. So if you think about that in this case here, so here I am starting at this point, and I want to ask myself, do I have to go up or down to get to this other point? So if I'm starting here, I have to go down. And so the first question is, how many places do I have to go down? Do I have to go down 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps? So what that means is the top of my slope for this here is going to be a -3. And then I have to think about, so I went down 1, 2, 3. So that's how I got the -3. And now I have to think about how many steps do I need to go to the right. So I have to go right 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going down -3, and then I'm going to the right 4 steps. So it's going to be -3 over 4. So that's what the slope is going to be. Now, we kind of like a special symbol in math to represent slope, and we use the symbol m. So m is what slope is, the letter that we use to represent slope. So in this case, we would say our slope is -3/4. So let's try a couple more here. So again, if I start at the leftmost point here, I need to ask myself, do I need to go up or down to get to the rightmost point? So in this case, I need to go up. And I say, okay, how many do I need to go up? I need to go up 1, 2, which means that the top of my slope is going to be a +2. Positive because I'm going up, and 2 because I had to go up 2 slots. So now I'm sitting here and I need to think about how many slots do I need to go over. So I need to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to go to the right 6 slots. So the slope is going to be however many you go up or down, so in this case up 2, and then we went to the right, so I went up these 2, and then I went to the right these 6. Now, 2 over 6 can be reduced, right? 2 over 6 is the same as 2 goes into 2 1 time, 2 goes into 6 3 times, so it's the same as 1/3. So the slope here is actually just 1/3. So we'll try my last example over here. Again, start at the leftmost point. So the leftmost point here is right here, and then I want to get to this point. So do I have to go up or down? Hopefully you said down. So let's count how many I have to go down. I have to go down 1, 2, 3. So my slope is going to be a -3. Negative because I have to go down, and 3 because that's how many I had to go down. So I went down 1, 2, 3. And now I have to count how many over to go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my slope here is going to be -3/5. So if you start on the left dot, then you can always just calculate it by counting it off.